Hello and welcome to Forever Fit with Anthony Cheam. Today's podcast is all about smoothies, how you can incorporate smoothies into your life, the benefits of smoothies, how you can enhance your smoothies, everything you need to know about introducing the first S of super vitality into your life. Enjoy.
Thank you for joining us. We are going to continue this kick of health and vitality for the next 12 weeks up until the end of March. And we're going to talk about, we've been talking about for the past couple of weeks about physical vitality, physical health, specifically about foods, nutrition, fuel, what you can feed your body, what you can do to your body instantly, little nuggets, little principles, little practices that you can actually engage in on a daily basis so you can be more vital, more energized, more impactful, more focused. Because this body is your Lamborghini. This body is your vessel through which all of your inspiration and insights flow through. So thank you for joining us again. The 5 S's of super vitality, which I promote to everyone around. And we're going to talk about the first S, which is smoothies. The power of smoothies is the first S. And let me tell you, I drink 2 smoothies a day, power packed, punched up with and upgraded, enhanced with all the colors of the rainbow, blueberries, raspberries, blackberries. I got some hemp seeds in there, chia seeds, kale, spinach, avocado. I've got, what else do I got in there? I got some banana in there after my workout as well. And I added a little bit of apple cider vinegar as well with the mother. We did talk about that as well with the fermented stuff on our previous podcast. But you can get very creative with your smoothies. And one of the good things I love about smoothies and making smoothies and replacing your breakfast with a smoothie or your first meal of the day. I'm currently on and I'm going to be on probably for the rest of my life, depending on my schedule, of course, is intermittent fasting. And I usually don't eat between 11 and 1 o'clock is usually my time. Sometimes I'll eat right at 11, my first meal, sometimes in between 11 and 12, 12 and 1, depending on my schedule, of course, and depending on how hungry I am too. So that's very, very important, because otherwise when you're not hungry, you get hangry, right, as they call it. And you get, no matter how much water you drink, your body is actually giving you signals to fuel your body. It needs nutrients, it needs energy, it needs to recover from what you've been doing to it. So in my schedule, I'm all over the place. I'm running around, driving around, have clients, and I'm constantly expending tons of energy, and I do not have time to cook a lot of meals. And so smoothies is my first S, because I'll make literally 2 smoothies for my day. One on my first meal or between 11 and 1, 11 and 12, and one later on in the afternoon where I feel like I'm really starting to feel a little bit drained because I've been going full out, getting up at 3:30 in the morning, going till 7, 8 o'clock at night. I need that extra energy boost to recover from my what they call the glycogen, which is your stored carbohydrate from going so hard all day long anaerobically, restore my fat, give my body the nutrients, the antioxidants, the cleansing, detoxifying properties of greens, and then what are the other S's we're going to talk about too as well, and which is salads, of course. But get creative with your smoothies. And as Cam said, one of the things you can do so easily is replace one of the meals with a smoothie. Make the smoothie either the night before, and I suggest drinking it within like a 12 to 24 hour period. 24 hours, definitely don't go any longer than that, especially if you're adding like protein powder to it or anything like that. But yeah, smoothies is the easiest way. It's convenient. People are so busy. You can replace a meal. And plus, you know what? If you're used to eating like a bagel with cream cheese in the morning and a coffee and some eggs, replace that meal. And I promise you, I guarantee, depending on if you have any food allergies or any issues with your digestion, anything like that, obviously consult your doctor about that stuff. And if you have any food allergies, such as like, if you've got allergies to certain foods, if you're diabetic, if you've got Crohn's disease or anything like that, or what's the other one that a lot of people have is the digestion. It's not coming to me right now, but if you have any issues with certain foods, make sure you don't obviously include those foods, of course. So, or you're allergic to any foods for that matter. But I've been doing this probably for a good 20 years, making smoothies every day. And I just got into the habit of making 2 a day, probably in the past 5 years. And let me tell you, it is my saving grace. It's what provides me with that boost of energy, not just a short period of time of energy, but long sustained energy where I am adding all the colors of the rainbows. Again, let me remind you, blues and purples are antioxidants. Browns are for fiber. Oranges and yellows are for anti-inflammatories. Greens are detoxifiers. So we got reds are blood builders. So we want to add all the colors of the rainbow into our smoothies. And we're going to talk about, the other 4 S's as well. But just even replacing one of your meals with a smoothie, oh my gosh, there's been so many, I would say, other than weight training and meditation, people have thanked me more for for just making up a smoothie for them, or making up a smoothie recipe for them to follow. Like, let's say, for example, I'll just say, all right, a cup of organic blueberries, frozen blueberries with 2 cups of spinach, a banana, 2 tablespoons spoons of hemp seeds or chia seeds, add some unsweetened almond milk with a scoop of Vega 1 protein powder, and then put it in a blender and drink it. And they replace that one, they place either the breakfast or lunch or a snack in the afternoon with that particular smoothie. Very easy smoothie to make. And let me tell you, you wouldn't believe how many people go, my gosh. Number one, the first thing I get is my energy was amazing. My digestion, I didn't have any issues with my digestion. The third thing is I had to run to the bathroom within an hour. so that's how it's supposed to be, because your body's basically assimilating, digesting, and eliminating. And your body gets good at detoxifying and eliminating quickly when you start to feed it the right nutrients. So, and as I said, I do it twice a day. I've recommended that to a lot of people, even just replacing one meal. If you want to do 2 meals a day, depending on your schedule. But just doing that one thing, I promise you, give yourself this gift of adding a smoothie to a super smoothie to your day. Now, I'll take you through some things that I add to my smoothies. I also add frozen organic broccoli. I also add avocado. I also add, spinach, kale, any types of greens. I add any type of berry, protein powder, hemp seeds, chia seeds. I even sometimes add some more carbohydrates to it, some buckwheat or some quinoa to it to make it more thick. And you can actually, the thicker it is, you can actually eat it with a spoon. Anything like that, you can get very creative with these things depending on your own fitness and health goals. If it's for weight loss, you want to keep your carbohydrate, especially your complex carbohydrate intake to a minimum. So maybe add more healthy fats like a hemp seed or a chia seed, or a little bit more avocado. Maybe not add the banana. There's also frozen mangoes you can add, especially frozen mangoes and bananas are perfect after a workout because you're sweating. You want to replace the glycogen, which is your stored carbohydrate in your muscles. And it's a great way to replenish it. It's nature's Gatorade, or even add a little bit of coconut water for some electrolytes. So coconut water is great to drink on the side to replenish your electrolytes. It's nature's Gatorade, as well as to replenish a lot of the sodium and potassium you've lost in working out and sweating all day. And again, we talked about, one of our episodes was hydration with water, power breathing. Again, remind you, how long can you go without breathing or without oxygen? Minutes. So oxygen's first. How long can you go without water? Days. And then obviously we talk about eating plant foods, and one of the best and easiest ways and the most effective ways to replace a meal is make up a smoothie. Yes. Does it take time in the morning? Yes. Do you have to go to the grocery store and prepare on the weekend? Yes. But once you get into that routine, and in cleaning up the blender, sure, it's just a little task. But once you get in that routine and you start to notice how you feel and your energy levels start to skyrocket through the roof, you're going to go, my gosh, I'm addicted to this. I don't want that coffee. I don't want that, eggs and bacon and toast. I don't want any of that. I want to feel the energy, because once your brain starts to associate so much pleasure, so much drive, so much happiness with drinking that smoothie over and above the coffee and all that other stuff you're drinking, let me tell you something. That coffee addiction will probably get thrown out the window if you decide to actually partake in this. And the key here, the difference between coffee has that instant hit of caffeine, and then you drop in energy. The smoothies that I'm talking about, low glycemic smoothies with sustainable energies where your body literally just absorbs it like a sponge. It's like a vacuum. It literally takes it in. It's like giving your inside of your cells, inside your body, a nice massage. It's like taking an internal shower with your body, or taking a Dyson vacuum and basically just cleaning out your insides and just detoxifying your whole inside, and then providing and fortifying your cells, your quantum and subatomic particles, your atoms, your molecules, your digestive system, your bones, your mind, your brain, your gut, your heart, with so much nutrient and fuel that it can work at high efficiency, high effective levels, at optimum levels. It's like, as I said, it's like a rocket fuel for your internal organs, and it's amazing. So try it for 10 days. Replace one of your meals with one of the smoothies I suggested. A cup of blueberries, frozen blueberries with a banana, spinach, kale. Add a scoop of Vega 1. Vega 1 is a vegan protein powder that I particularly use. My wife uses as well. I'm not vegetarian vegan, but I want to have as much plant-based foods as humanly possible. I do recommend that, or any vegan or vegetarian type of protein powder. Or you can try the whey, but it is a little more acidic, of course. And usually whey is usually heat it to high temperature. So it's very acidic and toxic. It can become, but for everyone it's different. And you know what? It's taken me a while to master my own smoothies. It's taken me a while because, you're not sure how much almond milk or how much blueberries to do. So just, 1 cup of blueberries, a banana, 3 cups of spinach or kale, a couple of tablespoons of hemp seeds or chia seeds, so a little bit of almond milk, and then a scoop of the protein powder, add some water, of course, right? And put it in your blender. And man, you're going, and you can take it anywhere. I have a cooler over here that I put my 2 smoothies in. And if I'm driving, I'm hungry, boom, down the throttle, and I'm ready to go. But be around a bathroom because you will go pee like crazy because it's a lot of liquid. But you'll feel absolutely amazing. So give yourself this gift, the first S of super vital, 5 S's of super vitality. Other things that we didn't talk about in terms of smoothies is adding superfoods, which is another S. I mean, I'm already giving it away, but superfoods such as the goji berries and the cacao nibs, and I'll explain a little bit what those superfoods do, in super grains such as quinoa and amaranth buckwheat, wild rice, brown rice, stuff like that, or you can add to your salads, or you can add to your things like that. But the point of the matter is you can literally get so creative with this stuff. I mean, I also add vitamin D to my supplements as well, the liquid vitamin D to my smoothies as well. What else do I add? Oh my gosh, I got my huge cupboard, my pharmaceutical cupboard over. You've seen it before, Cam. So I add some green supplements, some sea vegetables, stuff like that. We'll talk about that in one of the podcasts later this week and next week as well. But smoothies, my gosh, this is a staple and every person, every trainer, every fitness guru, enthusiast, person they all make smoothies or some sort of form of smoothie or smoothie bowl, and I can tell you right now, and tomorrow we're going to talk about juicing, which is the second S. It's not juicing, it's squeezing and drinking your vegetables, because man, it's one of the easiest things to do. Yes, the cleanup is tough, but once you get used to it, and Cameron can attest, and so can his brother. When they came over to my house one time, man, I made them this really super healthy juice that was like squeezed and was juiced from, celery and cucumbers. And then they were like an instant energy, and it wasn't like this high and drop. It was sustainable energy. And they really didn't know what to do with it. Hopefully you like this podcast. If you love this podcast, please subscribe, comment, share it with people. We're just here to give to you. I'm just here to share. I'm at a point in my life. I'm just wanting the first 40 years was all about learning and growing, but now it's all about contribution for me. And I'm going to still grow. I'm still going to learn, but I just want to contribute and have more meaning in my life by giving the best of what I've learned and continue to grow myself. So the more I grow, the more I can contribute. And the more you guys are receiving, the more you guys can pay it forward. So thank you guys, and pay it forward by sharing this with somebody or subscribing or liking, whatever it is. And so to your continued upgrading evolution, join us tomorrow for second S of the 5 S's super vitality, to your continued upgrade and evolution. Live it up with power, purpose, and passion. God bless you guys to your endeavors and dreams.